Look at the crests of the Premier League. You see elegant birds and royal lions, but look at East London. Just two crossed hammers. Why? It isn't a marketing gimmick. It is the literal heartbeat of the Thames Ironworks. In 1895, the men who wore this badge didn't play for fame. They spent 14 hours a day in the freezing mud, swinging heavy steel hammers to build the massive warships of the British Empire. They didn't just forge iron, they forged a bloodline, and when the factory whistle blew, they took the violence of the shipyards directly onto the pitch. When your hands are stained with iron ore, you do not play a gentle game. The early boys of West Ham were unforgiving, a brutal reflection of the East End streets. But out of that heavy industrial mud, a strange elegance was born. They didn't just fight, they mastered the ball. They built a philosophy. The world came to know them as the Academy of Football. This working-class dockland didn't just produce street fighters. It produced kings, men like Bobby Moore, an ironworker's legacy, who lifted the world. Walk down Green Street on a match day. You will find the most intimidating atmosphere in all of England. For over a century, the Boleyn Ground was a fortress of raw, working-class hostility. Opposing teams weren't just beaten, they were swallowed alive. But listen closely to their anthem. These hardened men of the East End don't sing about war, or conquest, or glory. They sing a delicate, tragic lullaby. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. A beautiful, melancholic confession, knowing that in East London dreams are fragile. They fade and pop, but the faithful never stop dreaming. But progress is a brutal machine. It does not care about ghosts or memories. In 2016, the hammers were torn from their sacred home. The fortress of Boleyn was demolished. They were exiled to a sterile, distant bowl. A stadium built for athletics, not for war. Suddenly, the singing felt distant. The bubbles popped before they ever reached the pitch. A working-class club lost inside a corporate cathedral. Looking at the vast, empty spaces, the faithful asked, "Have we traded our soul for a seat in the future?" But they forgot one thing about iron. It only gets stronger when you beat it. The stadium may have changed, but the bloodline did not. In 2023, the ghosts of the Thames Ironworks woke up. Tens of thousands of hammers marched across Europe, all the way to Prague. For decades, they had sung about dreams fading and dying. But on that glorious night, the bubbles didn't pop. They reached the heavens, a European trophy, lifted by the sons of the East End, proving that a corporate bowl cannot kill an iron heart. A badge is never just a logo. It's a history written in blood and smoke. Step into the arena and listen to the first roar.